Another kind of quick video today. We're going to take a look at my latest German Amazon site bargain tool purchase. This is a set of Padre wrenches made in Germany, as you can see. And as I've talked about in other videos, there are some crazy bargains on German tools on the German Amazon site. I've been watching a bunch of different Padre tools, and I picked up this wrench set when it went on a super sale, and I paid, including shipping to my door, under $14. As I'm guessing you already noticed, this is a set of deep offset box wrenches. It goes from 6mm to 17mm. Now, normally I would buy a wrench set that goes up to 19mm or larger, but this was such a bargain that I decided to pick it up. And these wrenches are pretty good deals on Amazon, the Amazon.de site, I should say. So I can pick up another size or two if I want pretty easily and pretty cheaply by tossing it into my next Amazon.de order. Personally, I am never going to use a 6mm or a 7mm wrench, so discount that. So what I really have that's useful is 8mm to 17mm. So being that these are German tools, they have some differences from your typical American tool. Many German tools are satin finished. This is a finish obviously you can find on a lot of American tools as well, but it seems fully polished tools are more popular here in the US. I personally like satin finish. It doesn't get scratched up looking as easily, and if you're doing something really dirty and oily, it's not quite as slippery. As I mentioned before, these are deep offset box wrenches. So compared to your typical American offset wrench where it just has a 15-degree offset there, obviously a very different type of tool. So why would you use a tool like this? This is all about access to fasteners that you can't access other ways. I've used these around the garage for the last month or so, and I've used them on several jobs. But I have to say there are pluses and minuses to this deep offset box wrench. Obviously the plus side is you can reach some things you can't reach with other wrenches, but the minus is it's so bulky that it's not going to fit in some places that a normal wrench or a ratchet and socket will fit. If you remember from one of my other videos, I also bought a set of Stahlwille wrenches off the German Amazon site, and they were finished beautifully. I basically found no flaws at all in them. These Padre wrenches are a significantly different price point, and while they are quite well made and a real bargain for what I got, I have noticed they are not finished as nicely as those Stahlwille wrenches were. For example, take a look here. You can just see some roughness there in the forging. There are a couple spots like that that are just not as cleanly done as these Stahlwille wrenches. Another thing I noticed, where is that one? Oh, it's on the little 6mm by 7mm that I will not really be using, so it's not that big of a deal. But on these wrenches, the letters and the numbers are forged into the wrench, as you can see there. They are not stamped in later. So I noticed on the smallest one here, you can see on all the other wrenches, they're all like this. The letters and numbers are stamped properly, or rather forged properly into the wrenches, and they all look good. They're very legible. I noticed on this littlest one here, it looks like they maybe hit it with a buffing wheel too aggressively after it was forged. You can see they almost rubbed off that 7 there all the way. Same with the 6mm over there. They just got too aggressive with this one and almost rubbed off some of the numbers and the letters. Like pretty much any decent quality wrench, this has off-corner engagement in the box end, and we can tell by this kind of rounded profile we see here on the teeth. So what does this do? Well, it moves the force away from the very corner of the fastener, which helps prevent rounding off nuts or bolts as easily. As I mentioned, I've been using these around my garage for around a month or so, and I definitely like them. For, under $14, these were an insane bargain. But I have never owned deep offset wrenches like this before, and I'm not really sure they're a must-have tool. I found some places where they were useful, but I think in a lot of those situations, a ratchet and a deep socket would also work. And then there are a lot of situations where a ratchet and a shallow socket or a regular old offset wrench will work much better and will actually fit in places where these deep offset wrenches probably won't fit. So in my opinion, don't spend big bucks on a set of deep offset wrenches unless you know you're really going to use them. These were super cheap, like I said, so I do not regret buying them at all. But I wouldn't drop, 50 or 100 bucks on a nice set of deep offset wrenches if you're not sure you'll need them. So what do you think? Is this a handy wrench style for you? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And thanks for watching.